So I just got approved for a PPP loan, y'all. That's the Paycheck Protection Program loan. It was established by the government during this coronavirus season for business owners to get some assistance because business has just changed so much during the COVID-19. So today's video, I just kind of want to share with you my application process, what I did to apply for this loan. What are my terms on the loan? How much did they loan me? What is my percentage rate, interest rate? How do I have to pay it back? And who could possibly qualify? I want you to qualify for one of these loans too. The good thing about these loans is they could be completely forgivable, right? Or some partially forgiven. Where do you go to get these loans? We're going to cover all that right now in this video. After you watch this, I don't want there to be any questions for you to be able to go out and get your PPP loan. Let's go. Greetings, class. It's Chris Haskins with therealestateroundup.com. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. And doing that, I just want to bring to you my life, document what we're doing to stay afloat during these uncertain times in this coronavirus, right? I got hit real hard on my Airbnb. I mean, people not staying, people booking, canceling, doing parties, had to call the police several times to get people out. It's been crazy. So I had to turn a lot of guests away because people just want to, my strippers. I love your strippers, right? I'm not mad at my strippers. However, don't come around my Airbnb and party and tear my place up, smoking and drinking and drugging and all that stuff. But anyway, my application process, the Paycheck Protection Program, I got approved for $12,500. So we're going to go over all the stuff I had to turn in. We're also going to go over my terms on the loan agreements, my promissory note, the interest rate. Some good stuff. Let me tell you what happened to me a few weeks ago. One of my friends called me. He says, Chris, let me tell you something, kid. White man's giving out reparations. We got ours. I suggest you go at least apply to see if you can get yours, right? So now I want you to know that I have an S Corp. That means I get a salary every month, right? So my business pays me a salary. Further, that means I pay payroll taxes, right? That means there's thousands of dollars we have to pay every month in payroll taxes to the state and to the feds. So I don't know what your business is, and I'm not an accountant or an attorney giving you any professional or legal advice. You need to go out and get your own advice on how to get this all set up. However, at least apply. At least apply. Let them tell you no before you disqualify yourself. I was talking to some other business owners the other day, and I had the same mindset too. I ain't gonna apply for that. Forget. I don't want to apply for that stuff. Let somebody else get it. Round up. We're all struggling in this thing right now. We're in a global pandemic, right? Business is changing, and we don't know what the future of business looks like. Right? You just don't know. No, if somebody were to tell you, nobody knows what the outcome is once we get out of this virus thing, right? So at least apply. At least apply. So first, let's take a look at my application process, right? So here's all the stuff that I had to turn in. Now, the first few here, the application, 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 3 are just documents that the lender, they are going to require. You have to turn them in. That's not stuff that we have, right? But we can do, the first 4, they have a payroll analysis. They have that form you got to fill out too. The next is 2019 tax returns. I had to turn that in. 2020, I didn't have my tax returns for 2020 yet. So my accountant had to turn in a profit and loss. And they also had to do a financial statement for 2019 and 20. That's something that you're going to have Roundup. Here's the thing. I was talking to another investor the other day. We have to set up businesses as these entities properly and hire the right professionals. A lot of us are just playing business, right? We're doing deals in our names. Roundup, it comes a time where you got to man up, right? Set your business structures up, have the right professionals in place that are doing your taxes so you can call them up and say, hey, I need a balance sheet, all right? Bank statements, that's easy to turn in. Next one is company prepared interim financial statements. That's simple. All that is from your accountant too. Payroll filings, all 2020 payroll filings, that's going to be the taxes that you paid last year. So obviously, let me tell you how payroll taxes work for us. They automatically get taken out of the business account every month. Every month they come out. They send me an email, boom. X amount of thousands of dollars go to the government. Boom, I know that's how it's going to be. See, S Corp pays me a salary. My company pays me a salary because I only need so much to live on throughout the year. I don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars just to kind of live, right? So I always remember Warren Buffett. He pays himself a salary. The man has a ridiculously low salary, but his business is worth so much, right? So there's a different game you play when you pay yourself a salary and then the business grows, right? Two different tax structures. I'm not going to stay here on that. You talk to your accountant about that. But we have an S Corp LLC, right? S election, as they would say. All right. 2021, next to 2021 company prepared interim financial statements. That's the same thing as before, profit and loss. Documentation confirming the number of full-time equivalent employee. Payroll costs, same thing. Here's the big one, y'all. Here's the big one. All organization documents pertaining to your legal entity structure, such as articles of incorporation, articles of organization and bylaws, operating resolution. To round up, if you don't have this stuff, I turned in my business license and my operating agreement. Jessica Segal put together an operating agreement right on my website, and I'll put a link to that in the description as well. If you don't have an operating agreement, please get one. Please get one set up. I mean, it doesn't cost much. You got a business. The more you can almost trick yourself into becoming successful. Listen, I got this set up. I got that set up. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. It makes your subconscious mind know that you're serious about being successful. Okay. So if you don't have an operating agreement, I don't even know if you're able to apply for these loans or even a business license. You got to have one. Okay. The EIN letter, roundup, you have to have a tax ID, right? Get a tax ID or EIN number. That's so you're actually conducting business, and it's hard to write off stuff without having the EIN. You got to have one of these things. Simple to do. Go to irs.gov. You can order your EIN. Social security number, that's simple, and a copy of my driver's license. Simple, simple, simple. But the biggie, business license, tax ID, operating agreement, or articles of incorporation for your articles of organization for your LLC. You gotta have it, okay? So go to get ours. You can have the ones we use. Created by attorney Jessica Segal. Thank you, Jessica, for that. All right, that was my application process. So it took me, I would say, about a week, back and forth, turning in stuff, ordering stuff from the accountant, stuff filled out incorrectly, just some slight fixes. But that's how applying for loans is, right? That's how it is. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is about the terms. So I have a business loan agreement. You'll see the principal that they loaned me was $12,500. That loan date was March 31st. Just recently, the maturity on this is 2026. So what's that? 22, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 5-year loan. All right. My loan number. The borrower is my company. You do not see my name on here. My LLC borrowed this money, and that's our mailing address. And let's go to our promissory note for the terms. Let's look down here. Principal amount, y'all, $12,500. Interest rate, 1%. 1%. Oh my Lord, is that not cool? 1%. Here's the thing, when you get into business, right? When I started, I was getting loans 7, 8, 9%. Crazy back in 2004, 5, 6. Round up, when you get a loan at 1%, in my mind, that is close to zero. We almost call that like a zero. It's almost like free money. What is the payment on 1% on $12,000? I mean, it's minuscule, right? Very small. Date of notice, March 31st. That's when we closed this thing. Okay, promise to pay. Tidewater Enterprises, which is us, promise to pay VCC Bank in order in lawful money of the United States of America. Boom, boom, boom. Payment. A borrower will pay this loan in 50 payments of $257.48 each payment. Now that's if I were to not pay some of it back faster, right? Because we pay stuff back early anyway. So that's going to be my minimum payment if I keep it all out, right? Because how they give you this money is they do a direct deposit. I just went in my bank account the other day. Bam, $12,500. They just have already deposited into the bank. Borrower's first payment is due February 28th, 2022. So I have a whole year to use this money to my advantage for business expenses, obviously. and all subsequent payments are due on the last day of each month after that. The borrower's final payment will be due on March 31st, 2026. Is that not cool, y'all? Is that not cool or what? I am so excited to be able to bring this to you. Reparations, right? Reparations. We're getting some money, right? So where do you go? Where do you go to get this stuff? So you saw my terms, you saw the terms, you saw the application process that we had to go through, and you're gonna have to download. If you just go to SBA.gov, you can download their application right there. But where do you go to apply for these loans, right? So you can go to SBA.gov, click on the button right there, scroll down, you can type in your zip code, right? Your zip code, and it will tell you what lenders are out there that are supporting this PPP. Now, if you try to go to the lender that I used, I was going to recommend them, but they have closed. They're not taking any more applications. I'm sorry. I should have done this video a week ago, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, right? So they're closed, but just type in your zip code. You're going to get a bunch of lenders. Give them a call. Ask them, hey, how do I apply for a PPP? They will tell you. They'll tell you. That's where you go to apply for these things. And the final thing that I want to talk to you about is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Look at this. This is crazy. So if you right there on the SBA's website, you'll see something where it says the PPP loan forgiveness. It's right there on the site. Now, there are some stipulations and some conditions that you have to satisfy if you want these people to forgive this loan. Right now. Now, you can go on there and do your own research on that, but obviously we're all going to use this money the right way, where it should be used, right? We're going to follow all the guidelines, because that's what we do. We're not trying to beat the system. We are trying to work with the system. Work with the system. Why not? Just like on Section 8, why not partner with the biggest, baddest business in town? The United States government, right? The United States government. Sorry about that. I get emotional when I deal with this stuff. So forgiveness, go find out how you can get some of this loan or all of it forgiven. And don't wait. Don't have that mindset of, nah, I'm good. I'll just rough it out. They're getting it. The big boys are getting it. Why shouldn't we? Why can't we get out there, take a few minutes? And I know it's hard. For me, I had one of my friends, shout out to my boy Danny that helped me he's the one that brought all this to my attention. He helped me do all this stuff. Dan, thank you so much. But Roundup, I didn't want to do it. Bunch of paperwork, turning in this. When was the last time that I actually applied for a loan, y'all? Y'all know I don't even do that. I don't even apply for loans. We use private money to buy. I'm dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? No bank loans. So this is very challenging for me. I'm the last person that would apply for a loan. So you can do it, Roundup. I know you can. All right, Missy. Take a second, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Support your boy if I poured into you. Thank you for letting me work for you as we pass 76,000 subscribers. It's an honor. Share this with any other investor that you think, or any other entrepreneur, because it's not just for, let's just say, the big business owner. It even goes for self-employed people too. If you look right on the website, it's right there. Go apply. Let them tell you it can't be done, right? Share the content, hit that like button. This is Kris Haskins. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.